Jane's house isn't really worth mentioning. There's one in New York where gentrification can't shatter the golden window panes. There's one in Florida. There's one in California. There's America, the home without a greeting sign, but greets her rights with open arms. Here's Natalia's house. It is a 220-year building that reeks of new paint and cigarette smoke, rich Dominican accents, both loud and soft, all blaring, the type of Spanish music mothers will tie their hair up with bandanas and hold dusters and brooms as they sing along, all set in uptown Manhattan, an Hispanic pot that doesn't really melt or clash, but coexist. This is where Natalia goes when she is done with her artificial life in private school, where lavish streets and houses with balconies do not come close, but a train ride away. This is where Natalia calls home because it's the only one she has. As Jane and Natalia go to one of the most expensive private schools in New York City, when Natalia sees Jane in the school hallways, it is daunting to know they come from two different worlds. One where privilege is her best friend, another where privilege whispers in her ear to wear those bracelets from India. To go to that country club to scrape the brown out of her into the high-pitched voice, the light enough skin, the pretty enough features, swallow her up into one of them. Privilege knows Jane best. The white boys always stare at Jane's beautiful hair as she tossed and twirls it through her nimble white fingers. The white boys are all muscular and strong. They do not know what it means to love a body that is told to be a crime. The white boys don't know they have a legacy of dictating which girls are foreign enough to be fetishized. So here comes Natalia. As the white boys stare at Jane's beautiful hair, they try to touch Natalia's. One of these white boys extended their tree-trunk fingers to grab into the tips of Natalia's hair while chuckling to his friends. This is what happens to girls who do not follow their rules. Natalia didn't know that he was poking her leather jacket too. And laughing at the material, not Topshop or Zara, but Goodwill, he sat there, speechless and alone. She decided that this will always be Jane's story, not Natalia's. This will never be the story of the girls whose self-love journey is harder than most. To love yourself with a rewired brain, that beauty exists in New York, such your features to the white girls with pure blood, to Jane with the beautiful hair. I know I would be beautiful here if I had long, straight, amber hair. If my eyes were sapphires, if my body was skinny enough without the burden of too much curves, I know I would be beautiful here if all my clothes came from Zara, Topshop, Lululemons, or Tory Burch. I know I would be beautiful here if I was white. If my pale skin burned at the first few days of sunlight-driven mornings, if I traveled all around the world every vacation and weekend, I know I would be beautiful here if I was rich. But I'm not white or rich. Am I not beautiful?